The New England Patriots are going to flip the script on this Mike Vrabel narrative. Heck yeah, let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the Daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do is subscribe, notification bell, boom, hit the like button. Again, I want to apologize up front. Allergies killing me right now. You killing me, Smalls. Name that movie. I know you know it. But Zyrtec, not doing it. If I sneeze, if my eyes look itchy, I apologize. Any advice down below, would appreciate it. So anyways, today what we're going to be talking about, Patriots flipping the script on a Mike Vrabel narrative. You're going to like to hear this because, again, I think things are pointing in a good direction for Mike Vrabel. We're going to talk about that in a minute. As well, we're going to jump into the offensive side of the ball and talk about position by position changes, things we should be looking forward to, all these different aspects of the offense, as well a couple other feel-good stories at the end that I want to jump into, and I think you'll appreciate them. You'll appreciate them. So let's dive right into it. First and foremost, Mike Vrabel flipping the script in Tennessee. His last 3 home openers lost them all. Giants, Saints, and I can't remember the other team. They're all, I think, reasonably close games. Mike Vrabel said, listen, there were just bad plays. There was chunks of plays they should have had. They did not have. They lost the game. Again, Mike Vrabel, any game you play, common sense, guys. We know this. You play to win the game. You play, famous quote, you play to win the game. So again, losing your last 3 home openers, listen, something has to give, baby, and it's going to be here for the Patriots. Again, I think a lot of people have been talking, especially with Vegas, even though Vegas right now has the Patriots as favorites. The spread, the last I looked, was -2.5. So again, the Patriots giving almost a field goal to the Raiders in Foxborough. But again, I'm one of those people where you look at trends like this, and again, each game is different. There's different variables, all these different things. But again, something has to give for Mike Vrabel. I think that's going to be different here in New England. Again, him and Pete Carroll, both first-time coaches in these organizations. Obviously, Pete Carroll's not a first-time coach. The man has won a Super Bowl. As we remember, he was close to winning 2 Super Bowls, won some national championships at USC with some star-studding cast there. But regardless, Mike Vrabel is trending in that direction where I feel like he is going to flip that script, specifically when we look at this offense. Now, what I did with this offense is I highlighted in the yellow is all new starters. In the blue are just people that are not necessarily starters, but new to the team. Again, Travion Henderson, we're all like, There's that one dog picture with the side eye. I wish I could find it and throw it on here. But that's every time I see that, I just kind of laugh because I'm like, come on now. 3rd string? Really? So anyways, we look at this, just want to kind of break it down and talk about some things because there's a lot of things in the offseason that we talked about that I don't think we necessarily saw coming. And looking at it now, it's just really funny to see. First and foremost, I just want to jump out at fullback. That's highlighted. Yes, Jack Westover was on the team last year, did not starting at fullback now. What a journey for him. Pretty cool to see a tight end going to fullback, changes his number to 37. You love to see it. Bring back the low man, baby. Bring back the low man. Love it. True football in my opinion. But anyways, cool to see him making the team again. If anyone remembers, I was very, very high on CJ Dupree. And coming out of Alabama, I thought he was going to do well, and then it just kind of went downhill. Jack Westover showed how versatile he was. I mean, we already have Henry, we already have Hooper, who last year showed, hey, they were worth their weight in gold, and so awesome to see Westover. We look at Morgan Moses, awesome pickup from the Jets, not only on the field. I'm not going to tell you he's the best right tackle in the NFL, but the man has experience, and the man is a leader. On a rebuild, we need that. We've talked about that. Love to see it. Garrett Bradbury, center, someone I thought would lose their job to Jared Wilson. We'll talk about Jared Wilson in a minute. But again, has starting experience. The areas he struggles is pass pro. His run blocking up there, not bad at all. So again, crazy. Again, it's an upgrade. That's the biggest thing we're looking for from last year to this year, upgrade. Jared Wilson, If you would have told me at the beginning of the season, or sorry, at the beginning of training camp, beginning of spring, whatever you want to call it, that he would be starting left guard, I would have been like, really? What the heck happened to Cole Strange? Which we know he's on the practice squad of the Browns now, but what in the world happened? So now Jared Wilson starting at left guard. Mike Vrabel said so himself. Good for him. Good for him. Cool to see. Steal of a pick. And remember, that pick in the 3rd round we got from the Falcons. And a lot of people were like, why are we trading Matthew Judon? This is not a smart move. We need edge rushers. And obviously we can tell now that, Keon White, he's not even starting right now. We'll talk about that probably more tomorrow. But he went to the Falcons, didn't do great. And guess what? We got a starting offensive lineman out of it that hopefully will develop and blossom into a great NFL player. So cool to see, excited to watch him tomorrow. As well, Will Campbell, I know questionable with the ankle. But this left side literally anchored down by 2 rookies out of the SEC, Georgia and LSU respectively. I'm excited to watch them. It will be nerve-wracking. Mistakes will happen. How are they going to rebound from the mistakes? I think that's the biggest thing is, just because you see something, just because you see Max Crosby coming off the edge and maybe getting a sack, you can't fault Will Campbell and say, man, he sucks. Yeah, I think that's possibly one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to sports is you take one play out of context. So, for instance, the best example I can give you right now is if anyone watched, and if you've watched this channel, I love college football. If anyone watched Texas Ohio State, it was not a barn burner. It was a rough game to watch. But Arch Manning, yeah, he looked rough. He did not look good. I think he's better than what he played. I truly do think that. Do I think he's a Heisman contender? I did not think that going into the season. Do I think he's the best quarterback in college football? No, I don't believe that. I think he's, he's all right, but I think they hyped him up way too much because of his last name. But there's a video of him going around in high school of making this really rough play. It's just one rough play, and they're judging that person off just that one play. It's like, okay, so you're not looking at it, you're not willing to look at it from the holistic aerial viewpoint. You're looking at it from in a microscope, seeing one little thing. So again, it's called people make mistakes, things happen. But 2, you can't define someone just on one play. You can define Mark Sanchez on the butt fumble, though. I will concede that. You can do that. So again, we got to have grace for Will Campbell because he's going to have a tough job tomorrow, but I think he will do fine if he's able to go out. If not, at least Verdarian Lowe has some experience. Then we look at Stefon Diggs. Anyone who watches this show knows I'm very high on him going into this season. I think that he has, yes, he's coming off that injury, but his rehab, everything he's done, he's worked his you-know-what off to get to this point. He is ready to prove the NFL wrong. I've said that 100 times. I will continue to say that. I think, again, I have a gut feeling in fantasy. I want to put him in. I want him starting on my team. I don't think I'm going to do it. And you know what? If you think I should do it, this is the second time I've asked this. If you think I should put Stefon Diggs starting, comment below. Would love to hear from you. But again, I'm nervous to do it, but I feel like I'm just like, man, I want to prove my point. So comment below, what do you think, Stefon Diggs? But again, a huge upgrade. And for everyone that was like, we should have got Amari Cooper months and months ago, people were saying that. Man already retired. Man kind of pulled a fast one on the Raiders, was there for 9 days, and then he pieced out. If you watched any of his workout when he was there, it was rough. And again, I'm not dogging on Amari Cooper. I'm just saying, I think a lot of people were frustrated. We got Stefon Diggs. Media were trying to stir things up, make it seem like, oh, he's the same drama person he's always been. Ever since that the pink whatever incident on the boat, with Cardi B, whatever the heck or the model, whatever the heck it was, he's been fine. So again, Stefon Diggs, buckle up. Listen, I rarely drink, but when I do, I don't bounce back like I used to. And so when I'm watching a game with the guys, I have to decide, do I want to have one drink or am I not going to? But that has changed with Zbiotics. You're probably wondering, what makes Zbiotics pre-alcohol so special? Well, hear me out. Zbiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. It's simple. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you're feeling your best the next day. I took Zbiotics for the first time last weekend watching college football with the guys. It was super simple. All I had to do, drink one Zbiotic and then drink responsibly. I had one, maybe two drinks. And then guess what? The next morning felt normal. It was great. I got to take the kids everywhere they needed to go, got to do yard work. The wife was happy about that. It was fantastic. And we know fall's right around the corner. That means football, and football. So guess what? Drink a pre-alcohol Zbiotic before you drink responsibly during those games. And guess what? You'll be feeling normal the next day. So this is all you got to do. Go to zbiotic.com/STP. Get 15% off your first order. Again, zbiotic.com/STP. And guess what? If you're not satisfied, 100% money back guaranteed. So again, zbiotic.com/STP, 15% off. Don't miss out. Other players, new players, obviously on this team. Matt Collins, excited to see him play, coming from Buffalo. Marcus Bryant, the left tackle from Missouri last year, great reserve, and hopefully he can step into a role starting at right tackle down the road. I don't think it's going to happen this year. You never know with Morgan Moses. He is older, and so who knows? But again, I think a lot of potential there. Kyle Williams, I was very, very high on him, and I still am. But I don't know if he's going to have the impact this season like I once thought he would. But we will see. We will see. Efton Chisholm III, absolute undrafted free agent dog, should be able to thrive in this offense. And then Tommy DeVito, Joshua Dobbs. Tommy DeVito kind of out of nowhere, the Italian. Hopefully his agent's on the sideline. We'll see. We'll see. And then last but not least, Travion Henderson, who in all reality should be a starter. So we will see what happens going down the road with that. But again, the dog side-eye picture. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's a funny picture. But so what do you think? Comment below. One thing, and we're going to talk about this more tomorrow, that we have not talked about at all, that we can't sleep on. And I think the Raiders will, because you're going to have to deal with Travion Henderson, Rhamondre Stevenson, Stephon Diggs, Pop, hopefully, and all these other guys. But I think Hunter Henry has the potential. Let's not forget, the man is tried and true. The man is out there. He's just playing ball, baby. He's doing his job. He's leading by not necessarily being a loudmouth, all these things, but through his actions, how he plays. We can't forget about him. I think he's balling out tomorrow as well. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Who are you most excited to watch tomorrow on the offense? Drop it below. Now, as well, jumping in, Mike Vrabel. We got to talk about this. This is not the feel-good story I was going to talk about, but Mike Vrabel, Bill Belichick, UNC. What's really funny, I'm going to teach some of the old people here something. As a high school PE teacher, there's a word, kids use all this slang, and it's some funny slang. So if you ever heard the term cap, like that means you're lying, like that's cap. It'd be like you're lying. So it's just fun, different funny slang, like mid, like that's like eh. But UNC, so a lot of kids see it and they think of unk, and so when like they talk to old people that they jokingly will say unk. And it's actually pretty funny, and it's never at least at my school, it's not in a disrespectful way. It's just as a joke, and usually they say it to each other when they say something that makes them sound older than they are. But anyways, that's beside the point. Bill Belichick and UNC athletic department basically has said the Patriots, they're not going to come and watch our players. They're not going to come evaluate our players. They're not invited. They are in the do not let in list. Mike Vrabel took the high road, smart thing. It's his individual choice. We'll cross that bridge when we start looking at players. I'm going to focus on our football team. Boom, perfect. Leave it at that. That's all you need to say. Don't need to stir the pot, baby. Don't need to stir the pot. Just move on. Keep it going. And again, reporters and people just want to pester. So he continues. He says, listen, we'll have to find other ways. We'll see. But the thing I hate is I'm sure there's people in the Patriots front office that have not been kind to Bill Belichick. Sure. But what stinks is when you're affecting, like, I'm sure, there's people there that they're probably still close. And it is possibly going to make their job harder. I'm not saying UNC pushes out great talent year after year, because they don't necessarily do that. But again, it's just frustrating to see. So we'll see, moving forward with that. But comment below, what are your thoughts when you first saw that story drop? Last but not least, feel good story. If you guys didn't know, Rhamondre Stevenson's father passed away at the age of 54 in March. He took some bereavement, which I respect, obviously the Patriots doing and respecting his time off. And Stevenson talked about, he said, me and my dad were best friends. Every time I come out here, I hear his voice talking to me. I know he is still with me and carrying that love with me and my family. I hope, I know everyone doesn't get to have a great father. Teaching and education, public education, that's the unfortunate thing. But that's my biggest wish, is that everyone has a father that's their hero, that they look up to. If not having a father for different circumstances, they have a male figure in their life that hopefully can take that role. And it's cool to see Rhamondre Stevenson saying this. And man, I only wish the best for him. And I really hope that him and Travion Henderson can work out as a duo in the NFL, in this backfield, such as a David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. So we'll see. But yeah, just feel good story. Thought I'd bring that up. So comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Offensive players, who are you most excited to see when you're looking at, who you're going to be watching, maybe on the offensive line, receivers you think are going to break out? What the heck are your thoughts going into tomorrow? Again, we're going to put out a video tomorrow morning, so don't miss out on that as well. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a great Saturday. Watch college football, for goodness sakes. There's some decent games on. Michigan, Oklahoma. I know Ray's going to be watching that. We'll see. Maybe Alabama loses again. Wouldn't that be exciting? We'll talk later. Appreciate you guys. Peace.